Hey, hi, hello! In case this video popped up algorithmically instead of you clicking the thumbnail, I'm Marissa and I'm celebrating the 10th anniversary of the movie Strange Magic by making one of the iconic floral accessories worn by the characters, Mary Ann's blue hair flower. She only wears it for a few minutes, but they are narratively significant minutes. For those not familiar with the movie or its history, Strange Magic was released to theaters on January 23, 2015. It had very little advertising beforehand. I picked it to watch on impulse and realized partway through the film, oh, I think I've seen an ad for this, which is generally not the mark of a successful marketing campaign. It's a Lucasfilm production, but Disney purchased Lucasfilm while Strange Magic was mid-production, so it was released as a Disney movie. Despite this, I don't believe either of the two fairy princesses in the movie are considered part of the official Disney princess lineup. It's a CGI animated jukebox musical. Fun fact, I did not actually realize it was a musical until the second musical number, because the first was a fairy singing to herself while gathering flowers, which I did not consider hard evidence that anyone else in the movie was going to sing. I personally like musicals and animation, but both of these points are things I've seen people complain about regarding this movie, which to me is kind of like complaining that a Transformers movie has alien robots in it. It is not the story's fault if you don't like the genre. Strange Magic is loosely inspired by Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream. Consequently, it also catches some flack from the portrayal equals endorsement crowd for having a love potion in the story, even though the entire thesis of the movie is that real love is not something which can be forced, either through magical brainwashing or misrepresenting who you are as a person. Also, being attractive and being lovable are separate qualities. I used blue fleece to make the flower, mostly because I had a lot of it left over from a previous project, but also because it's a pretty good color match. Some people see this flower as purple, but I've always perceived it as blue. A bit after the movie came out, it was a little thing in the fandom to guess at what kind of flower it is. I personally think it was made up for the movie. It's a dark blue night-blooming flower about the size of a blueberry based on its proportion to the characters. Most night-blooming flowers are white or pale, so nocturnal pollinators can see them. I do like the guess that it's a Mary Ann anemone, just for the character name pun, but the petals look too angular to me. Also, I'm pretty sure we do see Mary Ann anemones in the movie, used as a stage backdrop in the festival scene where the goblins kidnap the younger fairy princess, and those blossoms are taller than most of the characters. I feel like I successfully captured the layering of the outer petals, but I didn't really get the cup shape in the middle of the flower right, which is my own fault for not checking references until midway through the project. I might take out and replace the center petals in the future, or I might excuse it by saying it's at an earlier stage of blooming. With the flower as it is, I'm planning to add a couple of brooch backs so that I have the options of pinning it to a hat or to the shoulder of a blouse or the hip of a skirt. I have this idea of doing a whole cluster of fabric flowers over the hip of the dress, and for ease of laundering it would be best if those were detachable. Strange Magic. It's not a movie for everyone, but the people who like it a lot.